Hi, welcome to your reading. You have here Bay Leaf 1, Bay Leaf 2, and Bay Leaf 3. Bay leaves are about wish fulfillment. There'll be a chance to meditate on the bay leaves now. Hi, Group 1. So the cards you got here for why you haven't received what you've been wanting to manifest. You have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the King of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands. You have down here the Ace of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Shadow side, the Star, the Six of Swords, and the Death card. Okay, so I'm seeing here for some of you, not all of you, so for some of you, it's the case that I'm seeing very soon, either very soon or you already have, like, your cup is filled, since 10 is like it goes 2 to 10, and I'm like, it's like, I don't know how to put it, but I'm seeing as your cup is filled with the 10 card, like complete. Although that's technically the world card, but I'm seeing this as, because in terms of the numbers, I'm seeing as your cup, for some of you, it's the case of your cup is filled, or your cup is coming very soon, your cup will be filled, or it could be your cup is filled, but you don't feel like it is. So, and that doesn't mean that you have everything that everyone always wanted. Like, it doesn't have to mean that, or you have all the money that you've always wanted, or things like that. It could just mean to enjoy what you have. So, so this card could just mean enjoy what you have. That's what I'm seeing. For some of you, you just need to enjoy what you have right now, and before you realize it, more good things will come to you. But by enjoying and appreciating what you have now, I'm seeing that the universe will give you more things, rather than wanting things. Because this card is like a representation of the devil card, addictions, temptations. So I am seeing here that you have a lot in your life, a lot of good things in your life, but you may need to, maybe some of you need to appreciate what you have already so that you can receive more things. And with the victory, and with this victory card here, and although I put these cards down randomly, and I know that I tend to put it down like in pairs or in groups of threes, but with this Six of Wands here, and this Knight of Swords, and this Five of Wands, usually that's like, and with the sword energy here, I'm seeing here someone is in your life that you may need to cut out to receive this thing. Either someone's in your life or they will be entering your life, because this could sometimes mean someone entering your life, but it could be that they are already in your life. Either someone's in your life or entering your life who you may need to cut out. It could be that, so for example, there could be that someone's in your life, and maybe when you receive what you want to receive, maybe they could like it could affect what you want to receive in a negative way, and the universe doesn't want them in your life, so you can fully receive what you've been wanting to manifest and enjoy it fully, if that makes sense. And with the King of Swords, I am seeing here, it could be maybe it could be someone who is quite opinionated, or it could be that you need to be like this King of Swords and be independent, and maybe some of you are a bit, so for example, let's say someone's a bit more on the quiet and shy side, and if they, let's say, if they receive what they want to receive, someone might try to take it from them, and they may be less likely to fight for it, if that makes sense. That's just an example. But I'm thinking some of you may need to like gather your strength, like be more like this King card, or some of you may become like this King card. For some of you, it's the case of maybe it could be, because this can represent parents sometimes. So maybe your parents are involved in why you haven't received what you wanted to manifest. And for some of you, excuse me, and with the Four of Wands here, I'm seeing that for some of you there will be celebrations. So again, you will receive what you want to manifest, but you just have to end something soon. So yeah, and you have this Star card here, and I'm seeing here that after this period, so after you, it could be that there's something you have to go through first. For some of you, there may be something you have to go through first or let go of, so you can receive what you've been wanting to manifest. Again, with this card, letting go, turning your back away from something, moving away. So moving away from something, moving away from pain, and moving into something better. That's usually what this card means. And I'm seeing that being the case for you, Group 1. With this Ace of Swords, I'm seeing that the power is in your hands. The choice is yours to make. And by that, I mean that your actions will shape your future, and your actions will shape when and how you receive what you've been wanting to manifest. Um, so then I'm also seeing here some of you, it could be that you are holding this pain of the past maybe, but you're holding some sort of pain, and it could be, although the Nine of Swords isn't here, I'm seeing like holding like an holding negativity to an excess. So addictions also meaning excess, excessively. So excessively holding all this negativity. Because I have the Ten of Swords here, but you have the Ten of Cups here. So I'm thinking it's wanting to come to you, but you have to let go of all this. For some of you, it could be maybe your family is holding you back. Not for all of you. Some of you could be your family is holding you back because of the 10-10. That could be the case, or could be maybe a parent. For some of you, not all of you, or older male could be the case. Again, for some of you, something needs to end. A transformation of some sort is needed. Maybe this needs to pass. For you to receive what you've been wanting to manifest, this needs to pass. This person or this situation needs to like leave your like, it may be coming to you, but once it needs to come and then go for you to receive what you've been wanting to manifest. That's what I'm seeing with these cards. What else am I seeing here? So for some of you, it could be the case that maybe you need to step out of this energy, or some of you maybe so this energy of like arguing with people, like this maybe some of you are in a sort of argumentative energy for some of you, and you may need to step out of it to receive your manifestation. So yeah, I need to step out of this argumentative energy, because sometimes like when you ups like when people offend others, then the person that's been offended sometimes can like have like throw out negative energy to that person, and that can sometimes affect people as well. Not everyone, but for some people that could be the case. So like avoiding arguments, and I'm seeing already it's either, if you're not the kind of person to like get involved in arguments or start an argument, because this can be someone who does like is quite opinionated. Like you don't have to search for arguments, sometimes it comes to you with this kind of person. Sometimes that could be the case. But I'm seeing here that someone could likely maybe try to challenge you, like challenging the king, for example. Or it could just be if you're not the kind of person to enter an argument, it could be someone who is the kind of person to enter, like look for an argument, maybe coming your way, and you may need to avoid that kind of person. Again, it could be that there's some sort of addiction that you have that you need to let go of to receive what you've been wanting to manifest. It doesn't have to be that you have to do these to receive what you wanted to manifest. That is the question I asked when shuffling these cards. But the other way it could be is that you will enjoy what you've been wanting to manifest more by doing these, by like with these, what I'm saying in these cards. That could also be the case. So again, the choice is in your hands. So it could be you have some sort of choice to make, or you've been holding regret, or maybe what you've been wanting to manifest, maybe it isn't what you need. Maybe something else is what you need. That could be the case as well. So then next, yeah, that's what I'm getting with these cards. I'm not really seeing anything else, but yeah, I'm seeing, because this card, it does, although it's with this, I did put these two together. I'm seeing it going really well with this victory after this sort of like argument or some sort of war, like. So yes, victory after a war is what I'm seeing with, over here and with the king here, and this is card as well, celebration, victory again, celebrations. So again, I'm saying for some of you, just need to enjoy where you are right now. Enjoy your life with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. So enjoy where you are right now. Your cup is full. You may not realize that your cup is full, and you just need to enjoy the moment and be thankful for what you have, so you can receive more. Yeah. So for group one, what do you need to focus on, to get what you've been wanting to manifest? You have here the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, the Chariot, the World, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Empress here. And at the top of the deck, you have the Hermit. And I mentioned the top of the deck for this group because I'm getting a sense of you need to focus on yourself with this high priestess here, maybe focus on your spirituality. The chariot, focus on your path, the path you want to take in life, to focus on that. So for some of you, I'm seeing here you get this card represents getting what you want, and I'm seeing here not just like waiting for it to happen. If like not just waiting for it to happen, but focusing on it, like working hard on it as well, like putting physical effort into it. But I am also seeing with this, the world here, the page of wands down here, and the three of wands, travel. Some of you need to, it doesn't have to be like traveling, although I am seeing like voyage. This can also be to do with work, some kind of work or study. So it doesn't have to be just work or study in another country. And it doesn't have to be super far away. It could be in another city as well. I'm thinking maybe some of you need to focus on your spirituality. So like, it doesn't have to be like becoming spiritually awakened in that sense. It could just be exploring this the spiritual a bit more, meditating, things like that. It doesn't have to be something like super extreme. And then with this, the chariot card here, that does represent movement. I'm seeing this as, because this is like, I'm seeing as two different paths to take. So I'm seeing this as more focusing on your path in life, or literally focusing on the path, and the path as in like a road. And by road, I mean travel again. And with this card, the Queen of Swords, an independent woman. So there are a lot of feminine cards here. So again, maybe focusing on your femininity with this the Empress card here, Libra energy. So with the Queen of Swords here, focusing on with the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, I'm seeing here truth. You may need to seek for truth, like look for the truth of some sorts. And with the cards that you had before, and the Ten of Swords, which represents betrayal, and with this card, truth seeking. So it could be maybe someone like either seeking for the truth within, with this because against spirituality, or seeking for the truth to do with the people around you. Again, learning something. So again, learning the truth, or simply learning something. You may need to study something. Again, I'm seeing this as different subjects, studying different subjects or working in different subjects. Maybe some of you need to focus more on your hobbies, or things you simply enjoy doing. And again, back to this Hermit card at the top. This is someone who is, due to being in isolation, they are focusing more on themselves. So I'm seeing this with this card. Some of you need to focus more on being a bit like, it's like being a hermit. So I always say like be a hermit. That's what you need to focus on, to be a hermit. And by that I mean focusing on yourself is the main message I'm seeing with these cards. If there's something you want, a new skill you want to learn it. If there's I don't know, like maybe you have a goal, like for example weight loss, then maybe start on it if that's what you want. It doesn't have to be something extreme. You can start small at first. And if what you wanted to manifest is weight loss, then I'm seeing here again, focus on it yourself and it will come to you. Although that does, I know, like it sounds a bit like why do you have to focus on it if it's like, I don't know, because for some people manifesting is like it comes to you magically, and for some of you the case is you have to work on it yourself rather than waiting for it to come magically. For some of you it will come, because I think you did have the Magician. For some of you it could come magically, and by magic I don't mean like bam, it's here right now, but like it comes without you having to focus on it. For some of you it's the case of having to focus on it. It depends on what you've been wanting to manifest, but for some of you do have to focus on it. For some of you just have to like go traveling or go for a walk. Or it could be you don't have to go traveling right now, but maybe at some point in your life to just travel somewhere, or maybe there's some secret you have to uncover, like some truth you have to learn. I'm seeing here remain true. So there may be a situation in the future where you have to remain truthful, keep your integrity, and like remain honest. And I'm thinking you will receive something with a hand outstretched here. By doing this, you will receive something, because she's waiting to receive something. So it could be you waiting to receive something. But with this sword up here, and I think you did have the King of Swords as well. So again, I'm seeing being independent, not relying on others. You can rely on others if you do want to, but I'm seeing it more as when the time comes for it, not to feel depressed and to remain strong. That's what I'm seeing here. And focus again on yourself, maybe on a hobby, maybe travel. For some of you, it could be if you have a child, focus on your child, or just simply focus on your femininity. Maybe if you do like gardening in the sense of like vegetables, or if you do like if you do have a farm, maybe focusing on that with the wheat here. Um, so yeah, um, I would do like I was thinking of doing like, will your manifestations come to you? But with yes and no questions, they can be a bit tricky sometimes. Sometimes I just get the cards that I get, like regardless of the question I ask, I get the cards that I get. So I'm not gonna go too much into that question. And with whens don't aren't really the best questions to ask, so I'm gonna skip those. And I'll leave it with these two questions that I asked. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you do see anything else in these cards, please comment it down below. Um, and yeah, that was your reading, group one. Hi, group two. So these are the cards you have: the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Strength, the Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Cups. It's a bit blurry. The King of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and down here you have the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, the High Priest, and the Page of Swords. I'm seeing with the Page of Swords, with these cards in general, I'm seeing here you have the reason why you haven't received what you've been wanting to manifest is because you have something you still need to learn. This could be, I'm seeing here, it's likely to do with your past. It could be there's still something from your past you haven't let go of, or you're still thinking about. Maybe something you worked hard on in your past that you feel didn't go how you wanted it to go, and it's still in your heart. You're still thinking about it. You're still carrying that, maybe regret around with you. Like maybe thinking what if, so like what if that happened, what if this happened, that could be the case. So I'm saying your mind isn't, for some of you, the reason why you haven't received what you've been wanting to manifest is because your mind is in the past. And I'm saying here the spirits want your mind to be more now focused. For some of you, it could be that you need something, you need to learn something. And with this card, as above so below, I'm seeing here like look within yourself kind of sense again with this card. Like if you see the world, like if this is how you feel, you'll see the world like this, and this is how the world will seem to you. But I'm seeing here there's maybe a need to change that perspective, so then you can not just receive what you've been wanting to manifest, but enjoy it as well. So you may need to learn to change your perspective into something brighter, I'd say. For some of you, you may not have received what you've been wanting to manifest yet. It could be that you just need to keep waiting with this Eight of Cups, or you need to let something go again. I see this as saying goodbye, saying your final farewells to something or someone. So it could be you need to let something or someone go. Or it could again be that something else needs to happen first, something new. I'm seeing here it could be like romance related with the King and the Queen of Wands. Like so maybe, or it could be that for some of you this is what you want to manifest, romance, and I'm seeing here it will come to you. So this could just be a sign for some of you that what you've been wanting, and the time on the camera was 222, but it could be not camera, phone. But it could be that for some of you, what you've been wanting to manifest is love, and I'm seeing here a sign. This is a sign of a source that it will come to you. You just need to wait a bit more, and have strength. I'm seeing here strength, stability, like persevere. There could be an offer of a sort. So maybe it's because you're not seeing it. So it could be that you're like the universe is giving you signs about something, but maybe you're not seeing or understanding the signs, or you're focusing on something else. So again, it could be you're focused on something else, could be the past, and because of that you're not seeing what the universe is trying to show you, maybe something that could actually be better for you, and maybe even more fulfilling with this Nine of Cups here. Again, it could be just learning to let go of the past, maybe just learning to let go of regret. It could be learning to have more, like to have strength. So no matter what happens, just keep going forward and not feel like giving up. And I do see this as a sort of victory, a transformation of the butterfly, and like I see it as a sign of victory with this wand just standing in this sort of hill by itself with the sun over there, and it does give a sense of like and again, you do have the victory card here with the Six of Wands, and you have the Ten of Cups. But yeah, I'm seeing here that also it may be that you need to put in hard work into something, maybe putting in hard work into your relationship, or again putting hard work into learning something with this Page of Swords. It may be that you do, because this is new beginnings. Maybe a new beginning is on the way. Um, I'm not sure what it is that you've been wanting to manifest, but I am seeing here that a new beginning is on the way of some sorts. Maybe it is the case of you need to explore a new idea. You may either you will have or have been have you will have or have had. Um, and then it could also be the case of there there might be someone or two people who will help you. Excuse me. um I looked at the phone again, it was 444. But anyways, so yeah, you need to maybe put in some hard work into something. It could be that someone will come in to help you. Maybe some of you haven't received it yet, because these people that will come in to help you are the ones that will help you to receive it. It could be these people, it could be one person, it could be a romantic partner of the King and the Queen of Wands. For some of you, it could be that maybe you're focusing on it too much, or you need to focus more on yourself. And by focusing on yourself, I mean like embrace yourself, as in love yourself for who you are. Or it could be that the universe again has something better to give you. Um, I'm trying not to get too much into what you need to focus on, because I want to pull out some cards for that next. I'm trying to focus this more on why you haven't received it yet. But these are some really positive cards, and I'm seeing for those of you, if this is related to love, I'm seeing you will receive it. For some of you, I'm seeing you may need to work on it. For some of you, if this is related to an ex, maybe some of you need to let that go. Or something to do with your past, you may need to let it go. If it's to do with maybe parents again, because of the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it could be to do with an older person. For some reason, I thought something happened in your childhood to do with an older person, maybe hurt you in some way. And I'm saying you may need to let that pain go. So again, you're focusing on something else and not seeing what's in front of you, or maybe you're trying to explore your options. That could also be the case, that you haven't made the decision yet. For some of you, it could be that the universe has other plans for you. I'm seeing here. But overall, I'm seeing the reason why some of the things you've been wanting to manifest haven't happened yet is because certain things need to happen first. Certain things need to play out. But I'm getting more of, rather than why it hasn't happened, I'm seeing here that for some of you, like, it will happen soon with this Nine of Cups. I would I prefer not to get too much into yes or no's or when's, because that can be a bit more complicated. It's not all the time, sometimes. Like usually sometimes I do just get the cards I get, regardless of the question I ask. Like if this was a yes or no, then this would be for me. I'd say this is a yes, especially with this card here, especially to do with new ideas or passions. If it's something you're very passionate about, I'm seeing here you do have, because there's a lot of wands here, a lot of wands, King, the Queen, and the Ace. So I'm seeing a lot of new beginnings. But when I think of those new beginnings, I'm thinking the universe has a plan for you. Yeah, I'm not really seeing these in any other way. I'm not really getting any other interpretations. Again, just keep having strength with this infinity sign here. And basically just don't give up. Keep waiting and don't give up. So rather than why it hasn't happened for you yet, I'm seeing that the universe just wants you to know to keep waiting and don't give up. And you need to let go of the past. That's the main messages I'm seeing with these cards. Those are the main messages. So for group 2, I want to quickly mention that for the previous question, with the Nine of Cups, I see it as trust. So you need to have trust. Someone just mentioned that quickly. I already took the cards by the time I thought of, like, that message came to me. So for what do you need to focus on? For what do you need to focus on? I'm saying focus, not focus on the lie, focus on the lies, focus on who's being deceitful and who's not being deceitful. So focus on the people in your life and the situations in your life, and try to search again. Similar, it's very similar to group one in terms of searching for the truth, and with this Justice card as well. The Justice card and the Queen of Swords cards, like to me, they seem kind of like sisters because they're very, very similar in their positions and like their meanings as well, truth finding. So not going with what everyone else says. If everyone is saying something, searching for the truth yourself, not just going with what everyone else is saying. So for some of you, it may be the case of having to search for a truth of some sort, and it doesn't have to be the case of someone is deceiving you. It could be like if a lot of people are saying something about you, rather than believing what people are saying about, like, I know that can cause mental health issues for some people. Rather than focus on what other people are saying about you, focus more on your own opinion on yourself, and like see the truth. Like for example, if someone says that someone else isn't that good looking or that pretty, like because everyone else sees things in different ways, maybe searching for your own truth, like what do you think about yourself rather than what other people think about you. And that's actually a video idea I kind of had, like what does the universe think about you. But I might do that later. Anyways, so for some of you, you do need to focus on love, because you have the lovers here, so you need to focus on love. And you did get the King and the Queen of Wands, and I did see that like sort of like perfect match destiny. Either that sort of perfect match, like really powerful relationship is coming for you, or there's two people or one person who's similar to that King or Queen of Wands, to those King or Queen or yeah, to those two cards, who will help you, or who you do need to meet before receiving what you wanted to manifest. That could also be the case. So yeah, or it could be again love, romance related. And you did have the King of Pentacles, and I'm seeing you may need to focus on your finances with this Five of Pentacles here. Working hard again, and a lot of like cards related to like being worried about money. I see this heavily. These two cards. With this card alone, I'm just seeing it as someone who's very frugal. They may have a lot of money, but just trying to save it. But with these two cards together, I'm seeing as someone who doesn't have much money and is trying to save up for something, or just trying to save their money in general. I am seeing here that you may meet someone who may actually give you money. And I say that because the King of Pentacles was there, and the King of Pentacles is someone who has a lot of money. You may also receive a lot of money by working hard yourself. Like the things you've done in the past that you've worked hard on, you may receive, like, see the fruits of it either now or in the future. And with the Justice card as well, like what you've like, I was watching a tarot video yesterday, and one tarot reader said, I forgot what her channel was called, but she said the things you do now, like karma is instant. Like the things you do now have results now, if that makes sense. So if you do something now, it's already like the karma's already there, if that makes sense. I think it was Gem Goddess that said it. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I am also seeing here you may need to focus on, again, there's a lot of like cards to do with the material, so like money and assets, things like that, with the Ten of Pentacles, and these pentacles down here. So again, focusing on money. Either it could be you need to focus on acquiring your wealth, or just money is a focus for you. And it could be again, you find that someone comes into your life who will give money. And I do like how you have the Knight of Wands here, like the Knight of Wands here, and then you have the King and Queen of Wands later. So I see that, I like the way I see it is like a knight coming into your life, and like, you know how knights are like saving people, and doesn't have to be a male. Like I'm just reading off the genders in the cards. It doesn't have to be a male. I'm like a knight who saves the day. So maybe a knight who does help. Like with the knight comes the things you've been wanting to manifest. That could be the case for some of you. And I love how I see this, because what I'm seeing here is a knight coming to your life who could be the one to give you the money, or it could be again a knight you need to help. Maybe they're going through all this and you may need to help them. But I'm seeing here a knight who later becomes like a king and you become their queen, or vice versa, or the other way around. Again, I'm just going off the genders on the cards. So that could be the case, but it could be again, you need to focus on this Knight of Wands person, who may enter your life or is in your life. That could be the case of what you need to focus. Again, this could be, so the things I've mentioned that you need to focus on may be the things that you wanted to manifest. I'm not sure. I'm just mentioning what I'm seeing in the cards. And if that is the case, that what you need to focus on is what you wanted to manifest, then it's quite good, I'd say. Again, I'm seeing here you have a lot of luck. Maybe focusing on your luck or focusing on a child in your life. The Knight of Wands and the Sun, I feel like are sort of, is this like, I see this as, whenever I see these two cards, I always see it as, I put it up like this. I always see it as the Knight of Wands when he was younger, because apart from the white horse being similar, the fire energy between like with them is very very similar, because like this is a fire sign, and the sun card again is a fire sign. Again, it could be a Leo, or like an Aries or Sagittarius. A lot heavy earth energy here. Maybe you need to focus on being rooted with the heavy earth elements here. Focus on being rooted and finding your passion. So I was going to mention, but I forgot, with the why you haven't received your manifestations, maybe focusing on your passion, or being more passionate about it. Either focusing on your passion or being more passionate about it and working hard on it. Because when you're really passionate about something, you're more likely to explore that thing, learn more about it, and focus on it. So that could be the case. So again, maybe focus on your passions, or focusing on being like the Knight of Wands, like a charismatic kind of person who, like adventurous as well. And you did have the Page of Swords as well. So learning things, learning new things, or having a new idea. Maybe focus on a new idea. I think you had the Ace of Wands. Maybe you need to focus on a new idea. Again, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe focusing on, again, maybe you need to focus on your material wealth. Again, this could be what you wanted to manifest, like a house or something. And I'm thinking maybe for some of you, you need to focus on saving up money for the house. If it's to do with the material, maybe focus on saving up, or someone will give you money, and you can maybe focus on that person, maybe learn more about that person, and maybe form a relationship with that person. And I'm not saying like like be with someone because of their money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, if you do meet someone, like, it doesn't have to be romantic as well. It could be a friendship as well. But I'm seeing it more in the sense of romance of the lovers here. But I'm seeing here focusing on that person, and you will receive what you've been wanting to manifest. And I'm just saying what I'm seeing, like the messages I'm getting from these cards. And I'm seeing something you may not see coming. So again, focusing on the truth. Or focusing on your path, maybe focusing on your self-confidence, because with this person, I see someone who may be afraid to speak out. Again, maybe speak out about the truth, speak about the truth. Maybe there's a truth you need to tell out, a truth you need to speak out. Maybe focusing on, when I thought luck with this card, and when I think luck, I think like in some countries, they go to shrines and they pray for good luck. So maybe focusing on prayer of some sorts, if you are religious. Or if you want to, I guess. I do sometimes see this as a church, like the entrance to a church. Don't know why, but it does make me think of that sometimes. And think it does make me think of Christmas a bit. Maybe focus on celebrations, Christmas time, birthdays. Maybe there's a holiday you need to focus on. And by focus, I just thought by it like because it doesn't have to be something you have to focus on in terms of, by focusing on it, you'll receive what you want to manifest. Although that is the question asked, it could just be by focusing on this, you will see something that maybe you missed. So, for example, maybe you need to focus on this holiday time because something important might happen during this time. So that could also be the case. Maybe just focus on work if you do work, like if you do work in general, like work, as in career work. Again, I'm saying focus on the people around you, like who to trust, who not to trust. Again, with this card, focusing on the people around you. So maybe focus on your childhood. For some of you, if you have a child, focus on the child. Again, focus on yourself, similar to group one. Like enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Like again, similar to the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands and this card, I do see them as kind of similar because I do see as someone who is. I see the Queen of Wands more as someone who is happy in their own body, and is like, it's a genuinely like no matter what you say to that person, they love themselves no matter what. But with this person, I see it more as someone who is happy with their life rather than happy with their body no matter what, happy with their life because they have the things they want, if that makes sense. So the Queen of Wands in a more emotional side of like emotional, like not minding what other people say because she's happy with how she looks and everything. And the Nine of Pentacles are someone who has the jewelry, has the clothes, and is satisfied with what they have. So it could be again maybe focusing on yourself, maybe buying jewelry for yourself, or buying clothes for yourself. And who knows, maybe again using relationship as an example, maybe on your way buying jewelry. If you choose not to shop online, maybe on your way buying jewelry, you meet someone. That's just an example. Um, it could be focusing on a sort of court case of some sorts or something to do with like contracts or the law. And again, the Ten of Pentacles contracts, maybe focusing on a contract. Maybe like you've been ignoring your other priorities because of what you've been wanting to manifest. Just 1111. A lot of synchronicities with this group. But yeah, if you do see any other interpretations, please comment them down below. Again, this card does also mean a sort of, it can mean poverty in a sense or lack of money, but it can also mean overthinking with the snow. But yeah, if you do see any other interpretations, please let me know. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and share the video, because maybe someone else has a message that maybe they need to hear. Thank you for watching. So group 3, these are the cards you got. You have quite a lot of cards here. Extends all the way down here to the end here. You have the Ace of Pentacles at the top of the deck, and then all the way down here you have these cards. Straight away I'm seeing the reason why you haven't received what you've been wanting to manifest is something needs to end. It could be a need of, like, it could be something needs to end, or transformation is needed of some sort, or you need to learn something with this Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. I put down cards randomly, but sometimes when I put them down randomly, I see some sort of like link between cards. Excuse me. So with like the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, I see a link between those two because they're both related to learning to me, and also this is a student card, and like this is like, I see that as like someone writing a report or something, like a student doing their homework, for example. That is how I see that card sometimes. But I'm thinking more as maybe you need to focus, like maybe the reason why I haven't received it yet is because maybe you haven't started your manifestations, or you need to put your manifestations down in writing for some of you. Maybe some of you actually need to maybe write to someone, like for example with this karma card down here, the things you do like do impact you in the sense of, if you, for example, if you do decide to write to someone and it does like cheer them up and make them really happy, I feel like by their soul and their spirit being like grateful for that, it could like bring you better luck, I feel. Or it could be more like in a more physical sense, that by you writing to that person, maybe they give you something, and then what they give you leads to something else, which leads to what you've been manifesting. That could also be the case. And I did a test run of this reading, and I'd like to do test runs because sometimes when I ask a question, like maybe it could be the case that the universe is like, maybe it's not time to know, or I don't need to know right now. That does happen sometimes. So I did a test run of this reading, and I did it with Aries, and this card came up. And how I interpreted this card is that maybe the people around you are impacting your manifestations negatively, and it could be something like, maybe you want, your intuition is telling you something, but the people around you are telling you something else. Or it could be that the people around you have ill intentions, negative intentions. So maybe if you are an Aries, this might resonate as well. The Three of Cups also came up. So when the Three of Cups came up, I thought of it as maybe you need to tell, like, you can keep it around your inner circle, because the Three of Cups is the inner circle, but don't tell people, like with the Four of Cups, I see as a bigger circle, like more people, like a bigger party, and the Three of Cups a more smaller party. So it could be, again, you can keep it close, like closer, but don't tell too many people. Maybe some of you have been telling too many people, and that's why you haven't received what you wanted to manifest. And maybe the people you've been telling have ill intentions towards you, and maybe don't want you to receive this thing. That could be the case. And again, with the Four of Wands here, which is similar to the Three of Pentacles that came up for the Aries reading, it could be, again, you've been telling too many people, or it could be maybe the places you go to, like, depending on the place you go to, like, because every action you make changes your destiny. If, like, not changes your destiny, but every action you make has an impact, in the sense of, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, in the past, I've done something where, like, I've made choices where, like, for example, when they say, oh, like, let's say this, and I don't mean choices like, oh, huge big choices. It could be something very small. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, for example, like on my way to school, I decided, do I want to eat breakfast now or later? And I choose to eat breakfast later. But and if something happens later and I take longer eating breakfast and I end up late to school, something like that has happened a bit, a few times in the past. That's just an example. But the choices you make do impact like your future. And again, with the karma card here, so the choices you make can impact what you want to manifest, can impact your life, can impact your future, like butterfly effect kind of thing. Um, so it could be maybe the things you choose to do or the people you choose to hang out with can have an impact on what you want to manifest. That could be the case for you, or it could just be with the Ten of Cups. I said with group one, your cup is full, and the Nine of Cups as well. Your cup is full, and the Four of Wands. Enjoy your life. Your cup is full. Appreciate what you have. Enjoy your life. That could be the case for you. And maybe the reason why you haven't been receiving your manifestation is because you're not enjoying your life. Again, you may need to see things from a different point of view. The Hangman here, with the High Priest here, as within, so without. So the way you view the world within is how the world will seem to you. Like, you can interpret this card specifically, the saying, in a different way. But how I interpret it is that but if you don't enjoy your life now, then like your life now, as in if you don't enjoy this moment, then and you're always wanting something, then no matter what you have, there's always something you're going to be wanting, and it's always going to feel like something's missing. And by enjoying what you have now, I feel like by practicing enjoying what you have now and being thankful for what you have now, you'll be able to be thankful and enjoy what you will have later, if that makes sense. And again, just be thankful for what you have now, because by showing appreciation to the universe, to your guardian angels, I feel like they will be able to give you more things. Just showing appreciation in general. Then for some of you, I'm seeing like a sort of polarity with these two cards, and again with the King of Pentacles here. So some of you, I'm seeing a case of maybe I'm seeing a sense of you're focusing on money too much, or you're focusing on the material too much for some of you. It could be the case you need to again focus less on the material, less on the money aspects. So again, maybe there's something you want to do, but you're thinking about the money and you're not doing it. That's just an example. I think I mentioned butterfly earlier, and you do actually have a butterfly in this Ace of Wands. Some of you could be the case of maybe a man influencing what you wanted to manifest. Doesn't have to be romantically. It could be like a parent, or simply just a man in general in your life, or who will be in your life. Maybe you're focusing on them too much for some of you. I'm trying not to get into like, because normally I'd see this as someone will come into your life, a new relationship with these Ace cards and this King of Wands. I'm seeing a new passionate relationship which brings money and celebrations and happiness. Will teach you new things and will change you and will lead to a happy life in the end. That's how I'm seeing these cards as well. I'm trying to ignore that interpretation, that message, to focus on the question I asked. But that's just getting to me. That may resonate. That may be the case for some of you. It could be the case of again, a relationship will come for some of you, or a relationship you're already in. With the Two of Cups over here, could lead to marriage. A good message, a happy message coming your way. Someone who has lots of money who will give you money. Again, living a life of luxury. It doesn't have to be a man. I want to quickly clarify. I just go off the genders on the cards. Anyways, so I'm trying not to get into that sort of reading. Although that is the message I'm also seeing. I am seeing other messages in these cards. I'm trying to focus on the question I asked. Anyway, so for some of you, it could be school getting in, like being the reason why you haven't received what you wanted to manifest. Maybe you need to finish school first, or maybe you need to go to school, a certain type of school, or maybe it could be the case of you need to learn something. Again, with these two cards here, and these two cards are very similar. So I remember I mentioned how some cards link. I see these two link, 7 and 9 of Wands. You do have 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7, what was the 8? The 8 is over here. You got the 9 and you got the 10. Hard work. You need to put in more hard work into this thing. Maybe your hard work isn't enough, or maybe you've been putting in too much. I need to relax a bit more, celebrate, spend more time with friends. or family. That could also be the case. I mentioned how I saw this card as maybe people in your life are negatively impacting you receiving your manifestation. I interpreted that this card that way when I practiced this question for Aries, but I'm not seeing it specifically that way for group three, but I did see it that way for Aries. I want to clarify that, and you could be an Aries watching this, and that could resonate with you. But for group three specifically, I'm not seeing it that way. But for Aries, I saw it that way. It could be again. Maybe you need maybe you have like a calling, like something's calling, like you're being called to do something. I see this as a destiny card. You're being called to do something, but and I'm feeling like maybe you need to do that thing first, or by doing this thing, you will receive what you want to manifest. And I really want to get this into, like, I'm getting a heavy sense of like some sort of relationship, because there are heavy relationship aspects in this, like with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Um, I am seeing other things, like for example, again, your karma could have been influencing this. And again, with just enjoying your life, something needs to end, maybe something needs to change. It could be again, you're not seeing the bigger picture, or the universe is offering you something, but you want something else, you're rejecting it for something else. That could also be the case. Because I'm not sure what you're trying to manifest. Um, I'm getting like different kinds of interpretations of these cards. Maybe you need to, maybe you're focusing too much on romance. Maybe your romantic life is influencing what you're trying to manifest. Maybe I'm seeing like you have the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Um, so all you need now is the King of Cups. But this Wands, Pentacles, and Swords, I'm seeing as passion, the material, and communication somehow influencing what you're trying to manifest. So maybe putting effort into it. Again, with the Ten of Wands, the amount of effort you put into it. When you're really passionate about something, you put more effort into it. I'm not saying you're not passionate about it, but it could be that maybe you need to add more effort into this thing. Could be that you're worried too much. Maybe you feel like what people are against you. Again, with this Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Again, it could just be that you're waiting. And with this hangman again waiting. Yeah, the hangman's waiting. I mistook this. I mistook this for the Eight of Cups because of the stars. Um, maybe something new needs to start. You have three aces as well. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Three kings, three aces. I feel like there's a specific message here for a lot of you. I'm not really sure what it is. Like I get the feeling that there's something extra here, but I can't really like dig into it. Like I'm not really sure what it is. It could just be like something really big is coming your way, because I am really getting heavy sense of something really important, like something really huge with the three aces, the three kings, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. Something really big, something destined, and the Death card, something transformative, something that will bring you a lot of happiness. I'm still getting a heavy sense of something like that, maybe on the way, maybe coming, or maybe you need to find it. um, but yeah, um, I'm gonna shuffle for the next question now, which is what you need to focus on. So group three, what you need to focus on is, so to receive what you've been wanting to manifest, what you need to focus on is your destiny. I'm seeing here with the star card. You need to focus on your destiny, like focus on your calling. Maybe the universe has something that you really need to do. It could be work related or spiritually related. Again, work related with this card here, the Page of Pentacles. Some of the cards from before did pop up again. Maybe there's a message I'm supposed to say again, because I did focus on the specific question last time. Maybe I need to focus on like something else again with these cards. So yeah, you may need to focus on your destiny. Maybe focus on being okay with being vulnerable. With this card here, maybe focus on again those around you, because some of them may have ill intentions. With the Five of Swords here, I'm seeing here sabotage, and it could be self-sabotage as well. Like with these two cards here, like someone needing to defend themselves from someone or from something, and it could be that's the case. Maybe you need to focus on. I think you had the strength card last time, like the last card I pulled out, and I'm saying you need to focus on building that strength. Or it could just be focusing on like again self-sabotage. Maybe this is rather than other people, it's yourself, and you may need to focus on your thoughts to build more positive thoughts. Like with this card that came up before, like how you see the world as within, so without. I think that's it. You have the King of Swords again, and you have the King of Cups this time. So again, maybe I'm saying I was gonna say before because there was the forgot which card it is. I think the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles with the man giving money, like the beggars, and the man with money in the scales. I'm trying to pick it up, but while holding the phone here. Six of Pentacles, at the bottom of the deck. So I have the Justice at the top. I'm thinking focus on the men in your life. With the King of Swords, with the King of Cups, and with the Six of Pentacles, I'm saying focus on the men in your life. I'm saying here focus on learning something new. Maybe focus on school. Maybe focus on your family if you do have a family. Or again, like I said before, focus on the things you do have in your life. Again, focusing on your hard work, the amount of work you put in, focusing on your own journey, again, spiritual journey, your calling of the Star card and the Ten of Wands. So again, focusing on what you have, these two cards here, and some sort of transformation. So I'm seeing here maybe an ending to thoughts that cause this, an ending to thoughts that cause self-sabotage. The Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So learning something new again, some sort of new creative idea. And with the, where is it, the Two of Wands and the Page of Wands, and you did have the Three of Wands as well, I think it was this group. So with those two cards, I'm getting heavy sense of travel. I'm focusing on travel, and it could just, and maybe it could be on foot travel, so walking distance, could be another city or another country, or with the earth in his hands. I see it as more worldly travel. For some of you, it is more like walking distance. For some of you, it is more. And the Three of Wands from the other question, those boats. So it could be further distance. Again, focusing on your emotional fulfillment. Again, with the Five of Wands, which doesn't just mean arguments, also means people who are very different. So different backgrounds. So going to countries with different people from different backgrounds. So for example, maybe if you're from South Africa, then going to Germany, or if you're from Germany, traveling to the Philippines, for example. So traveling to a country with a different background to yours. And with the Empress, maybe focusing again on your femininity. You do have quite a few, like the Nine of Cups, another like, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. I feel like maybe a balance between your femininity and your masculinity, because I do see this card as like a woman who's like in touch with her masculinity. So that could be the case. Maybe focusing on building a family, because it does represent fertility, and you do have the Ten of Cups. Maybe focusing on building a family. If that is what you've been wanting to manifest, then this could just be a sign that will come to be. Because I don't know specifically what you have been trying to manifest, so I can't really get like depending on like what you've been trying to manifest. So this is general reading. The cards' meanings could change a bit, or my interpretations of the cards could change quite a bit. Again, I'm seeing travel, emotional fulfillment. It could be the case of an argument, like everyone. It could be that something happens where you feel like everyone's turning against you, with the Seven of Wands from the previous question, and this card, the Five of Wands. So and the Five of Swords as well, and you feel alone. You feel like you have to defend yourself from everyone. Like this King of Swords here as well. You feel like you have to defend yourself from everybody. You feel alone, and maybe like after that period ends, and you now know who you can and can't trust in your life. Then you receive what you've been trying to manifest. That could be the case. You can interpret these cards in another way, and you do again have the Justice card here, which is like again similar to the Karma cards, I feel. But and I think with the Justice card, the Queen of Swords, I mentioned in group one, I see them as kind of sisters, and it's kind of similar to the King of Swords as well. So I see a need of independence, a need of strength, and with this Nine of Wands, so a lot of like people holding weapons up of some sort defensively, and I see it as like people like this, like the Nine of Wands, like the King of Swords, like the woman in the Justice card, and like the Queen of Swords. Although you didn't have the Queen of Swords, but since she's kind of similar to the Justice card, I'm going to mention her, and she did come up in group one. But people like that, like cards like that, or people like that, I feel are quite independent. They fight for what they want. They fight for their own right. They fight for the truth, for justice. Basically, they fight for justice. Like the sword is a double-edged. It's double-edged. It can. Well, it doesn't have to be double-edged, but I'm saying as the sword can be used, like you can accidentally hurt yourself with a sword as well. It is a weapon, but also it's used to protect yourself from others. But you have to know friend from foe as well, and not just like push everyone away. Like basically push everyone away. So knowing who to push away and who not to push away. I am seeing a need for a sort of individuality, and being your own person, like following your intuition, being your own person. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe that's what you need to focus on, being your own person. You have the Page of Pentacles. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. You can comment your interpretation of these cards here. And don't forget to share the video. Maybe there's a message for someone else. Yeah, thank you for watching.